Hello, I'm Conor Murray from the Open Training College. I'm here today at the workshop with the students from the BA in Social Care. They've just completed their work placement module, so we're hoping to hear some insights and experiences that potential students can use in the future.
My initial thoughts were trying to manage and balance my home life, work life, trying to fit everything in and try not to get too stressed about it. Once I got into it, it was fine. You know, it's just basically working it with work from my time off. Used a bit of my annual leave at the same time.
The work placement element was a fantastic opportunity, I suppose, to put the theory that we've learned into practice. It's been really, I suppose, beneficial to our learning and to be able to apply what we've learned and to see how that's going to, I suppose, transpire in the working world.
Initial thoughts would be that you have to prepare yourself first of all for all these hours that you're going to put in. You mentally have to prepare yourself and physically have to prepare yourself because it's a lot of hours you're putting in. You're tired, like you have to be mentally ready for this, and it's not easy, but we will get there. I enjoyed it.
Work placement is good because it's a skills-based course, so we're doing our practical and we're doing our academic work. So yeah, I think it's a good idea, and it's needed in social care because social care is so varied. So we do need to see the practical side of it, and the college and CORU insist that we do two different sectors. So, you know, a lot of us are doing disability and maybe homeless or that, but it's good to see different sectors in social care.
I chose the location. I did my placement with St Michael's House on the south side services, and yeah, absolutely loved it. I've kind of heard through word of mouth that it was a good organisation to work for.
We chose our own placement locations, so we were guided and supported by the college, but at the end of the day we were allowed to make our own decisions on where we wanted to go. So the college came out, had a chat with our potential supervisors and decided whether or not it was appropriate and whether or not they would be able to, I suppose, effectively support us for the 6 months.
I thought I was being proactive last summer, and I was applying to loads of different organisations, and unfortunately I was unsuccessful to get one. So I reached out to the college, feeling a little bit downhearted, and I was reassured and supported, and the college assured me that they have places ready for anyone who isn't successful in finding a place. So the college organised my placement, but this year I found my own, and I'm raring to go. But it's nice to have the support from the college if you are unsuccessful, that they will support you and they have backups for you.
It's the same sector that I already work in, so I kind of knew what was to be expected. Obviously naturally nervous. You're going into a new environment, you know, service users, different needs, all that kind of thing. So absolutely, yeah. But nerves are good.
I had a gut feeling that this is going to be a lot. So I nearly parked my social life for 6 months to give it my all. It is a lot. I have a full-time job and other commitments, and yeah, to add 16 hours of work plus assignment work on top of your already busy schedule, it is a lot. I wasn't afraid of the work, I was afraid of the volume of work in my life, but the placement didn't scare me. I'm doing this gig for a long time, I know my work, so yeah, it's the amount of work, the volume of work on a busy schedule I was nervous about.
Yeah, it was harder. Like the 400 hours, they can be quite daunting. You do get through them, and it's a distant memory now.
It was probably a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, purely because I didn't adequately plan for it. I wasn't aware of how much time I was going to need to commit. As time went on, that got a lot easier, and it got a lot more easier to manage. But the college were fantastic, my placement were fantastic, and my work were fantastic in, you know, being flexible, providing guidance and providing support wherever they could. So as time went on, it got a lot easier.
I have worked in the disability sector now for nearly a decade. There's so many different options. It's so varying, you know. I thought I knew it all and I didn't. So I've learned an awful lot from my placement. Yeah.
Maybe next year it might surprise me because I'm going into a different sector, but this year it was quite easy, I would say, where third year it might be a different role because I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm going to work with children with behavioural challenges and stuff like that. So this year was okay for me.
We did 10 supervision placements over the space of 400 hours. So they were really beneficial. They allowed us, I suppose, to check in with ourselves, check in with our supervisors, look for support and look at any areas that we could potentially improve and seek guidance around that. So it's really, really beneficial.
Planning is key. Yeah, organise your time. Really think about what you want to do. Step outside your comfort zone.
I would say plan ahead. Absolutely. Have a plan in place, manage your time and ensure that you're working time for self-care. It's very easy to get burnt out, it's very easy to let it all get on top of you. But if you plan ahead, you mind yourself, you'll get through it, no problem. Have confidence in your own abilities. You know a lot more than you think you do, and through this course we've got the theory to back up our practice. So be confident in that and know that you know what you're talking about.
Prepare yourself a lot. Ask for help. Definitely ask for help, because if you don't, you'll only panic and everything like that. So there's no harm in asking for help.
And what kind of help or assistance did you get from the college, especially?
Oh yeah, my tutors were great. My tutors were absolutely great, very supportive. You weren't waiting weeks for an email back, you'd be waiting just a couple of hours for an email and they would help you in the most positive way. So there was no panic really. Yeah, it was very positive.
Buddy up. I've been very lucky on this course to, make good connections with the tutors and my fellow students, and like my colleague said there, you can email a tutor on a Sunday and get an answer in a half an hour. That's pretty cool. And I've got a lot of friends on the course, and I think definitely making connections is good, because you can send a text to someone and get an answer and just get supported in it. So yeah, that would be my advice. If you've, let's say, finished your Leaving Cert and got into this, you have no experience, take your time, buddy up, get support. Supervision is a big deal now in the social care world now. We're looking at supervision meetings every couple of months is the regular now, and I would say take them and lean on your manager, your pick, your leader, and get all the advice you can. It's a big job. There's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of joy. It's very rewarding.
You're happy about it?
Yeah, I like my job. Yeah, I find it really, really rewarding, and feel like I'm kind of making a difference to people's lives, and I love it.
So 39 hours a week, yeah.
And I heard a rumour that you did a marathon as well.
I did, yeah. And raising 2 young children.
I was working full time, yeah. So
Full time also.
39-hour week, Monday to Friday, yeah, on top of 16 hours of placement a week.
And did somebody tell me you had a baby during it or something? Tell me more about that.
So my work placement started in January and then I was due in April. So I gave birth in between the placement hours, and I gave myself 2 weeks off and then I went back. Yeah.
Don't tell me that you're working full time as well.
I was working full time right up until my maternity leave, and then I was doing my 12-hour shifts, 39, probably more actually, and 16 hours per week work experience.
How much of a commitment was it? Were you studying every day?
No, you couldn't. Well, life got in the way as well. You have to give yourself time and then go back to college to study as well. You have to think to yourself, right, one day I'm going to put my head in the books, the next day I'm going to spend time with your friends, your family, have a coffee and then go back. Because if you don't, you will get burnt out.
And you have to be regimental about
you
that,
really
following
do.
through on your
Absolutely,
plan.
you really do, because if you fall back at this with loads of work, you'll just give yourself a hard time.
The time aspect. So I knew it's a massive commitment if you have full-time employment. So what I've done to assure that third year won't be as challenging, I've reduced my working hours, because I don't know what my future will bring. We're kind of dancing around with the ideas of masters and that, so I really want to get good grades. So I am going into third year with reducing my work hours from 5 days a week to 3 to fit this in and really give it my all and see what I can get out of my academic side.